The wall between you and your highest self is about to crack. Over the next few moments, you'll uncover truths that have sparked a wave of awakenings across the globe. This isn't just a trend. It's a universal shift. What if your awakening is just waiting for you to notice the signs? From vivid dreams to repeating patterns in your life, the universe has been speaking to you all along. The question is, are you ready to hear it? Stay tuned, because you're about to uncover the powerful steps to begin your spiritual awakening journey. Have you been waking up at 3 a.m. for no reason? Maybe you've been experiencing unexplainable headaches, emotional turbulence, or an eerie sense that something big is on the horizon. These aren't coincidences. They're spiritual emergency signals. Your soul's way of knocking on the door and demanding your attention. The signs of an impending awakening are often subtle but persistent. They might come in the form of vivid, recurring dreams that seem more real than life itself, or physical symptoms like tingling sensations or sudden bursts of energy. Emotional triggers might resurface from the past, pushing you to confront pain you thought was long buried. These signals are often misunderstood as stress, illness, or even bad luck. But what if these symptoms are your soul's SOS? When you fight or ignore them, you create resistance. Imagine trying to swim upstream against the current. You waste energy and stay stuck. Instead, by recognizing these signs for what they are, you align with the flow of your awakening. For instance, recurring dreams aren't just random. They often point to unresolved fears or unfulfilled desires. Waking up at 3 a.m. is a well-documented phenomenon in spiritual traditions, often referred to as the witching hour or the spiritual hour, when the veil between dimensions is thinnest. Even physical sensations like headaches or body aches might signify that your energy centers, or chakras, are attempting to open and balance. When you stop fighting and start listening, the spiritual emergency transforms into an opportunity. Journaling your experiences, practicing mindfulness, and seeking moments of quiet reflection can help you decode these messages. The signs aren't trying to scare you. They're preparing you for the transformation ahead. Picture this. A woman begins seeing repeating numbers everywhere: 1111, 222, 444. At first, she brushes it off as coincidence, but the patterns persist. Then, one day, a profound realization hits her. Those numbers weren't random at all. They were a breadcrumb trail leading her to a moment of clarity that completely transformed her reality. This phenomenon is called synchronicity, and it's one of the universe's most common ways of breaking through the reality matrix. In our daily lives, we operate within a rigid framework of logic and routine. But synchronicities act like cracks in the matrix, exposing us to a deeper truth. Reality is interconnected in ways we can't fully comprehend. The repeating numbers are just the beginning. Have you ever thought about someone only for them to call you minutes later? Or experienced a series of events so perfectly timed they felt orchestrated? These are all synchronicities. Moments where the universe aligns to show you that life is not as random as it seems. Ancient cultures believed in the spiritual significance of numbers, and today, even quantum physics supports the idea that the universe operates on a foundation of interconnected patterns. Repeating numbers are often referred to as angel numbers, each carrying a unique message. For example, 1111 is a call to awaken, while 444 signifies protection and guidance. The key to understanding synchronicities is awareness. Pay attention to the patterns around you and the emotions they evoke. Are they urging you to make a change, take a leap of faith, or trust in something bigger than yourself? The more you tune in, the more you'll notice how these moments begin to weave a story that's guiding you toward your awakening. Did you know that your body emits light? This isn't a metaphor. It's a scientific fact. Biophotons, tiny particles of light emitted by your cells, are proof that we are luminous beings in the most literal sense. But this light isn't just biological. It's spiritual. Your energy body, often called the aura or subtle body, is like a blueprint for your physical and spiritual existence. At its core are energy centers or chakras that act as gateways for the flow of energy in and out of your being. When these centers are blocked, you feel stuck, emotionally, mentally, or even physically. During a spiritual awakening, your energy body undergoes what can only be described as a prison break. Dormant energy, often referred to as kundalini, begins to rise from the base of your spine, activating each chakra along the way. This activation can feel like an electrical current running through you. A tingling sensation, warmth, or even sudden emotional outbursts. But here's the fascinating part. This isn't just metaphysical. Scientists studying the human biofield have found that changes in energy patterns can directly impact your brainwaves, emotions, and even physical health. This means your spiritual awakening isn't just in your head. It's happening in every cell of your body. To nurture this process, practices like meditation, breathwork, or even spending time in nature can help you align with your energy body. As you do, you'll notice profound shifts in your perception. Colors might appear more vibrant, your intuition sharper, and your connection to the world around you deeper. You've likely heard the saying, the darker the shadow, the brighter the light. But what does that mean in the context of your spiritual awakening? Your shadow self represents the parts of you that you've buried deep within. Your fears, regrets, insecurities, and unresolved traumas. These aspects don't disappear when ignored. They manifest in subtle ways, like self-sabotage, negative thought patterns, or even toxic relationships. During an awakening, these shadows often ambush you when you least expect it. Maybe you suddenly feel triggered by something that wouldn't normally bother you, or you experience an emotional breakdown that seems to come out of nowhere. These moments aren't random. They're opportunities. Your shadow self is not your enemy. It's your teacher. Think of it as a mirror, reflecting the areas where healing and growth are needed. Ignoring or suppressing these shadows only prolongs the cycle of pain. But when you face them with compassion and courage, you begin to integrate these fragments into a whole, authentic self. The key to shadow work is awareness and a willingness to explore uncomfortable truths. Start by identifying patterns in your life that cause you pain or frustration. Do you struggle with self-doubt? Are you quick to anger? Do you avoid confrontation? These patterns are breadcrumbs leading back to your shadow. Once identified, try the following formula. 1. Acknowledge, accept that the shadow exists without judgment. 2. Understand. Ask yourself, where did this come from? What's the root cause? Often, shadows stem from childhood experiences, societal conditioning, or past traumas. 3. Heal. Forgive yourself and others involved. Release resentment, guilt, or shame through techniques like journaling, meditation, or therapy. 4. Integrate. Turn your shadow into a strength. For example, if fear of failure is your shadow, reframe it as a motivator to embrace challenges. Most importantly, remember that the process of shadow work is ongoing. Each layer you peel back reveals another, deeper layer. But with every step, you'll find yourself moving closer to your true self. A self that's free, empowered, and radiant. What if your consciousness isn't confined to your brain? What if it extends far beyond your body, connecting you to everyone and everything? This isn't just spiritual speculation. It's a scientific possibility. Researchers in quantum physics have discovered that particles can remain connected across vast distances, a phenomenon known as quantum entanglement. This discovery has profound implications for our understanding of consciousness. If particles can be interconnected, why not minds? In spiritual terms, this interconnectedness is often referred to as the collective consciousness, a universal grid where all thoughts, emotions, and experiences are stored. Imagine it as an invisible network that allows you to access wisdom far beyond your own. You've likely experienced this without realizing it. Have you ever had a sudden intuition, only to later find out it was correct? Or felt an unexplainable connection to a stranger or loved one? These moments are glimpses into the quantum connection grid. The practical applications of this concept are endless. Through meditation and visualization, you can tap into this grid to access insights, solutions, or even a sense of peace. Practices like remote viewing and energy healing are based on the idea that consciousness isn't limited by time or space. But it's not just about receiving, you also contribute to this grid. Every thought, emotion, and action you take sends ripples into the collective consciousness. By choosing positivity, love, and compassion, you elevate the energy of the entire grid. Conversely, negativity and fear can weigh it down. To strengthen your connection to the grid, try these practices. Meditate daily. Quiet your mind to tune into the subtle vibrations of the grid. Practice gratitude. Gratitude raises your vibration, making it easier to align with higher frequencies. Connect with nature. Nature is a powerful conduit for accessing universal energy. Understanding the quantum connection grid doesn't just change how you see yourself, it changes how you see the world. You're not an isolated being. You're a vital part of a vast, interconnected web of energy and consciousness. She thought meditation wasn't working. She'd sit quietly, waiting for profound enlightenment, but nothing seemed to happen. Frustrated, she almost gave up until she discovered the 4D technique. Suddenly, everything changed. Our current reality operates largely within the framework of three-dimensional consciousness. In this state, we perceive the world as separate, linear, and physical. But spiritual awakening often involves a shift into higher dimensions, where the rules of reality begin to change. The 4D consciousness, or the fourth dimension, acts as a bridge between the material and the spiritual. In this state, time feels fluid, intuition sharpens, and the boundaries between self and other begin to dissolve. From here, you can access the fifth dimension and beyond, where unity, unconditional love, and infinite possibilities reign. How do you make this dimensional leap? The key lies in frequency. Everything in the universe vibrates at a certain frequency, and your thoughts and emotions play a huge role in determining yours. Fear, anger, and resentment lower your frequency, keeping you stuck in 3D consciousness. Love, gratitude, and joy, on the other hand, raise your frequency, allowing you to access higher dimensions. The 4D technique involves a simple but powerful process. 1. Set intentions. Begin your day by consciously choosing how you want to feel and what you want to focus on. 2. Visualize. Imagine yourself surrounded by light, elevating your vibration and connecting to a higher frequency. 3. Release. Let go of limiting beliefs and attachments that anchor you in 3D. This might involve forgiveness, acceptance, or simply choosing to focus on the present moment. As you practice this technique, you'll notice subtle shifts. Your thoughts will become clearer, your emotions lighter, and your connection to the universe deeper. Meditation and breathwork are particularly effective in sustaining these higher states. Remember, this isn't about escaping the 3D world. It's about integrating higher frequencies into your everyday life. The more you practice, the more you'll find yourself effortlessly navigating challenges, attracting synchronicities, and feeling aligned with your true purpose. For centuries, ancient mystics relied on tools and rituals to access higher states of consciousness. What's fascinating is that modern science is now catching up, proving why these techniques work. This fusion of ancient wisdom and quantum mechanics forms what we call the sacred tech stack. What is this tech stack? Think of it as a toolkit designed to enhance your spiritual journey. These aren't just symbolic rituals. They are technologies of transcendence, each with its own mechanism for elevating your vibration and expanding your awareness. Let's begin with sound. Ancient traditions, from Tibetan singing bowls to Gregorian chants, use sound to shift energy. Today, we know why. Sound frequencies directly influence brainwave activity. For example, binaural beats, specific frequencies played in each ear, can guide your brain into meditative states or even unlock creativity. Then there's breath work. Techniques like pranayama in yoga or Wim Hof breathing are ancient practices that alter your physiology. By controlling your breath, you influence your nervous system, energy levels, and even your emotional state. Studies have shown that breathwork can reduce stress, boost immunity, and trigger the release of DMT, the so-called spirit molecule, in your brain. Crystals and sacred geometry, often dismissed as mystical fluff, also have scientific grounding. Crystals store and emit energy, which is why they're used in technologies like quartz watches and radios. Sacred geometry, found in nature's patterns like the Fibonacci sequence, reflects the mathematical harmony of the universe. Meditating on these forms can align your energy with that harmony. Modern science now supports practices like meditation, which ancient mystics regarded as a cornerstone of spiritual growth. Studies on mindfulness meditation reveal its ability to rewire neural pathways, increase gray matter in the brain, and improve emotional regulation. Your sacred tech stack might include tools like meditation apps. Use guided meditations or brainwave entrainment tools like binaural beats. Crystals. Select stones aligned with your intentions, such as amethyst for clarity or rose quartz for love. Visualization techniques. Incorporate imagery like golden light, sacred symbols, or energy fields. Breathwork practices. Experiment with different techniques to discover what resonates most with your body. Sound healing. Explore instruments like singing bowls, tuning forks, or even music with specific frequencies. When you combine these ancient tools with modern knowledge, you create a powerful synergy. The result isn't just personal growth. It's a transformative journey that aligns you with the universe's infinite potential. Your spiritual awakening isn't just another phase or self-improvement project. It's the universe's most sophisticated program, meticulously designed to unlock your fullest potential. The signs, tools, and synchronicities you've encountered aren't random. They're part of a greater design that's been guiding you all along. Now you hold the activation code. You've learned how to decode the messages of your soul, tap into the collective consciousness, and align your energy with higher dimensions. The only question that remains is, are you ready to step into this new reality? The universe is waiting for your answer.